Greetings, 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 greetings. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are y'all doing on this Thursday? On this Thursday, on this day of the Marasa Toi, Vive, the Marasa, Ashe, Ashe, Urzili Frida, Lasarins, the mermaids, Agawe, Ashe, Ashe, Ayi Bobo, and any other Loa Orisha that you rock with. Ashe, Ashe, greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes, happy Portal Day. Happy Portal Day, 11/11. Yes, I am coming through really quick. I came straight home from work trying to get this message out. It's been a lot. I was supposed to go live yesterday, and it's been very challenging, Ashe. Every time I thought to do something, like yesterday gave me a serious headache when I thought of coming online. I actually have a headache now, Ashe. But I'm going to push through. Ayi Bobo. Then my husband needed my attention. It's just been a lot. I woke up at 3:33 this rising. I rose this rising. I was going to do a live or record. Headache. Every time that I try to come on to do a live, headache. So there are a lot of messages here. There's some blocks going on. The focus for me, Shadow Weaver, Ashe, Ashe, Mass Remover, Ayi Bobo. I know that a lot of people are focusing on the higher vibrations of the 1111 portal, rightfully and righteously so, because that's what it's all about. But there are so many layers that are taking place today. Like it's the 1111 portal. It is a first quarter moon. That first quarter moon is in Aquarius, Ashe. It is still Scorpio time. It is still a 5-year. It is still year of the ox. It's just a lot of layers. And it comes across to me that is definitely a reflection of us. We too have a lot of layers. So just be mindful of that. In regards to your dreams, your goals, your thoughts, your ideas, there may be a lot of layers to that as well. Spending some time throughout the week gearing up for this reading and for this session, it definitely came across to try to focus a little bit on the overall, and let that be a message in regards to your dreams or your projects, your new endeavors. There are a lot of awakenings taking place. A lot of people are awakening. This is about the subconscious and the conscious. This is about the past, the present, and the future. This is about that life, death, and rebirth phase. This is definitely taking a look more so into you, making sure that you are grounded and aware of the changes or the thoughts that are taking place within you. So the energy of the day, I definitely wanted to pull 2 cards, and this is from the Moonology. This is the first quarter moon, and it says your commitment is being tested. And then this one says fixed moon, and I use the fixed moon because it is Aquarius energy. Aquarius and Scorpio are both fixed signs. So there definitely could be some butting of the heads. If you are Scorpio, if you are Aquarius, or you have Scorpio Aquarius anywhere in your chart, things may be a little heightened for you. So I will definitely take a look into your natal chart and figure out where these signs are in that chart and see how you're being affected with the energy that's taking place today. The fixed moon and Aquarius, that half seas, there's still some things that are in the shadows. There's still some things that you may not be privy to, you may not be aware of. It may not be time for you to come into that as of right now, but it does not mean that you don't have what you need. Ashe, Ashe. So I definitely wanted to take a look and see what challenges are we facing, or what's coming up, or, just basically what's going on. And I didn't pull these cards. These cards flew out. You have the 2 of Swords. You have the Empress, and the Empress actually came in a reverse fashion. Ashe, you have the Empress, Ayi Bobo, and then you have the High Priestess, Ashe. The focus of it all for me was the Empress in reverse, because that definitely is a form of a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So some of us may be overwhelmed, and just rock with the kid in regards to how these messages are going to come out, because again, layers, and they tend to just be a little chaotic, Ashe, and I'll do my best to try to bring them all together, as I always do. Ashe, Ashe. So welcome to my warriors. If you've been rocking, Ashe, Ashe, Ayi, Bobo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, greetings. If spirit moves you, please smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm a growing channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Ashe, Ashe. So with the Empress, it definitely came through that, actually with all of the cards, it definitely came through that there may be some, hey, Crystal, Ashe, Ashe, greetings. There may be some people that are the choices. Overall, regardless of what side of the spectrum you fall on, there's a decision or a choice that needs to be made, and you're being encouraged and urged to make it. You know, I've been saying that for a while, and these cards are coming through, spirits are coming through, the energy is coming through, that now is that time. Carpe diem. You know, you want to seize the moment. Some people on one hand are, it's like the rock in a hard place, and then others is like a win-win. Either way that you fall, it still feels pressure. You still feel the pressure, mainly because this is new. You're embarking on something new. This is a new journey, a new opportunity, a new career, a new relationship, new insight, new developments, new powerful gifts, clairs, intuition. You know, there's a lot of newness coming through, and you definitely need to make a decision. Maybe you need to give someone an answer in regards to whether you're going to take that position, whether you're going to do that project, whether you're going to align yourself to spirit. Whatever decision that you need to make, you're being encouraged to make it. With the Two of Swords here, you know, it always comes through like, you know, she cannot really see, you know, there's a decision to be made, but you're not clear. These two ravens are my messenger birds. Y'all know ravens are my messenger birds, but they're pulling her in two totally different directions. One is leading her down an emotional path, and one is leading her down the logical path. In my world, that's Scorpio and Aquarius energy all day. You know, Scorpio is more on the emotional side because that's water energy. And then you have Aquarius is more on the logical side because it's air. Ashe is a mental sign, i.e. Bobo. So at the end of the day, it's coming through that only you can make the final decision. You know, you can seek counsel. You can, you know, basically, you can seek counsel, you can get opinions and advice from others, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to make that decision. The problem lies in confidence. There are, again, regardless on what side of the spectrum you're on, there is some lack of confidence. You don't feel as confident. You don't feel as though you're ready. You don't feel sure. You don't feel as though that, you know, you're good enough. You may not feel safe. You're used to having all your ducks in a row. You're used to having everything laid out so you can actually see. And now it's coming across that there is some nebulous energy. There's some confusion. There's some shadows. There's some blocks. There's some dark spaces. There's some things that you're not aware of. And so you're deciding to slow down, and that slow down actually turned into a stall. You're stalling yourself out. The beautiful part about it all is that you have the Empress and you have the High Priestess that definitely came through. Let the High Priestess be that energy of letting you know that, especially today with the portals, the doors, the gates, windows, however it is you rock, everything is open, and divine messages are definitely coming through. Both are rocking with moon energy, and this is why I cannot negate the phase of the moon that we're currently in. You know, don't be so stubborn and trying to force what you want to come through. Again, you definitely want to make sure that you're leaving some room for the universe, for Gaia, for your God, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Allah, how it is that you rock, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit animals. You definitely want to leave some room so they can come on through with their energies, because they're giving you a lot of messages. They're giving you what you need if you're just willing to tap in. Be patient, be still, tap into you. And know that no matter how many people you get advice from, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to you. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you know, emotional, if you're feeling like you're just not enough, you definitely want to do some meditation. You definitely want to figure out why. Why do you feel as though you're not enough? Why do you feel as though that you're not worth it? Because no matter what you tell yourself, and we tell ourselves a lot of things, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. We don't feel worthy. We don't feel worth it. We don't feel like we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You feel as though that your dream is too big. Some of us feel as though the dreams are for suckers. Like, I've been trying to do these dreams and manifestation and trying to do all of this, and nothing is coming through. Nothing is working out. You definitely want to, first of all, check in with your thoughts. Check in with your thoughts. To think anything negative, especially when you're trying to put in some work, is definitely throwing up blocks. You know, if you are in a win-win situation, and I know people be like, for people that are in between a rock and a hard place, they would love to be in a win-win situation. But pressure is pressure, and pressure busts pipes. Regardless of where you are and how you view things, and the grass always looks greener on the other side, you have to acknowledge that, yeah, if it was you, you would know exactly what to do with it. How to the ever is not you. Your situation is your situation. Their situation is their situation. So stop using others as a distraction. You wish that you had, their options. You know exactly what you would do. Well, why don't you know exactly what you need to do here? If that's the case, lean into the energies that are being brought to you. Aquarius and Scorpio are coming together, for a reason, just to align your thoughts with your emotions. Don't be so stuck in your head and allowing your imagination, because the moon energy definitely rocks with imagination, but don't allow it to take you down a rabbit hole. You definitely want to make sure that you are grounded. You are secure in your workings. If you feel as though that you just need a little bit more time, take that to your altar. Take the time, but you definitely want to make sure that you are trusting your gut. You are trusting your intuition. You are trusting yourself. You are trusting spirit. Allow spirit to guide. A lot of people are saying, well, I'm going to just, listen to see what spirit has to say. Sometimes our spirit, our intuition, our gut, it gets really, really quiet, or you don't hear anything. It gets really, really quiet. And it's just telling you, you have to make a decision. So, and remember, no decision is a decision. You definitely want to pay attention to that. There's a lot of room for growth and fertility. Both of these cards are actually all three are talking about some form of birth, whether it's a creative idea, whether it's, like I said, a new relationship, a new partnership. There's a lot of room for growth. Something needs to be birth. This energy is also coming from that dark moon, new moon energy when we were planting seeds, and as we talked about it before, when you start hitting the different phases of the moon, it pretty much can be a guide to you. The moon is definitely feminine energy, and we've been encouraged to dive deep. Well, a lot of these things are starting to meet us at the forefront. So it's not going to be so much of diving deep. It's going to be more of making a decision. You're going to have to choose. I choose me every day, but you're going to have to choose whatever it is to have you at a crossroad. You definitely want to take some time and really figure that out. Don't forget about that big conjunction, that Jupiter and Saturn energy back in December, where we were going after our big goals and big dreams. Now, for me, I'm not focused on the end game because I'm in the present. Some of us are spending a lot of time sankophering, and it's a beautiful thing to go back and get what was lost, stolen, misplaced, forgotten, stolen, all of that good stuff. But you don't want to stay there, to stay stuck in the past and allowing your past to play a part in your future, especially when it's a lot of hurt and pain and negativity and just ill feelings. To stay stuck there, you feel as though I got to deal with all of this before I can, make room. Take this to your altar. It is what it is. The past is the past. Take what you need and leave the rest. Let that Six of Swords come through. It ain't on this table yet, but let it come through. You know what I'm saying? Lessons learned. It's all about the lessons that you learned. And we're not just collecting them. It's more so about the implementation of it all. As we're nearing that full moon, it's about movement, moving forward. The high priestess, she's very intuitive. And you see here, actually, listen, 3 is the name of the game. All of their eyes are closed, or they just can't see. You're being asked to allow your spirit, your energy, your true wants, needs, and desires to come through. The energy of the 11 and 11 gate portal is definitely about awakening. Something is awakening in you and you feel it. And yes, it could be scary. Yes, it could be unnerving. Yes, it could be unsettling because you definitely may not know what it is, or you know exactly what it is. And then when we know exactly what it is, there lies the pressure. There lies the expectations. There lies the what if I fail? What if you succeed? Failure is nothing but a learning opportunity. Seriously. Sometimes you have to start from scratch. Sometimes you have to say, you know what? I've been in my own way. I've been trying it this way. I've been trying it that way. Nothing that I seem to do seems to be working. Sometimes you just need to scrap it all or go with the flow. This is water energy, and water is also about movement. It's not just about emotions and dreams. Don't forget, water is our ancient elder ancestor all combined. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of secrets, there's a lot of mysteries, there's a lot of messages, there's a lot of energy and vibrations going along with that water, going along with the season that we're currently in, that dark, mystical, magical energy, you know? Find the stability. The 1111 comes out to be a 4. So if you're feeling unbalanced, if you're feeling uneasy, take some time, steal some time, borrow some time, make some time, to meditate. Really ground yourself in it. Really figure out what is the insecurity, what is the doubt. These are the roadblocks. And you don't have to worry about just only people on the outside, creating blocks and putting ill will and spells and all of that on us. We do that internally first. We have these bright ideas and then we talk ourselves out of it before we even get started. Swords, words, we will think ourselves right out of it. There's a form of not feeling like you're enough or feeling like you're dreaming too big. Somebody may have been a dream killer in your family. No matter what you thought of, there was a reason why you shouldn't do that. There was a reason why that's the wrong path. There's a reason why that was the wrong choice. It's time to let that go. Spend some time with your childhood self, your child self, the kid like in you. A lot of people are holding on to trauma and they're using that as a form of security. I can't say I understand that, but it happens, and it's really preventing you from seeing yourself where you want to be. You can't see because there's a lot going on up here, and you're blocking yourself from here, your heart space, telling yourself that, you're being protective, you're protecting yourself. You can't protect yourself and receive. You cannot close off your heart and receive your heart's desire. Yes, it's keeping everything out and keeping people in their place and your boundaries are set, but nothing can get in as well. You're smarter than that. You've been through way too much. You're a survivor. You're a warrior. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to allow what you survived to destroy what you're working towards. Let that be a message. Ashe, Ashe. And I'm not going to be on here long because, baby, it's game night. Aye, bobo. Aye, bobo. So what are we going to first? Okay. All right. So let's take a look into the oracle and see, what is being said in regards to the blocks. Don't forget, this definitely is a beautiful time. This is coming from source. The energies and the vibrations giving you what you need, your ancestors giving you what you need. First and foremost, you already have it, but it may be a reminder. You may need to go into your knapsack. The fool carries a knapsack for a reason. So whatever she or he doesn't have is sure to get on the way, So definitely, make room. Make some room. Beautiful things are on the other side of your nebulous, on the other side of your confusion, on the other side of your doubt. Now is the time to commit to yourself, to your project, to your future lover, husband, wife, whatever it is that is new in your life. It's time to commit. Take a chance, on yourself. We're always willing, okay, we're always willing to give others the benefit of the doubt and always willing to give others a second, third, fourth, fifth chance. But we cut ourselves off at the quick. We be like, nah, not doing that. Why? And I asked this question before, and I'm going to ask it again. Why do we put others on such a higher pedestal than ourselves? Why are you so lenient towards others and so hard on yourself? What's coming through? You silly queen. And this says glamour, opulence, and hold on, y'all know I'm a little sight impaired. Hubris. Okay. So glamour. And this is vampire energy. Let that energy come through in regards to trickster energy, whether you're tricking yourself out or someone else is, is trying to play games with you. Glamour could be a sense of magic. You know what I'm saying? There's an illusion here. And before I ever go outside, I'm always going to ask you to go inside. What are you hiding from yourself? What illusions? One of my biggest problems. What's that, Crystal? What's one of your biggest problems? And greetings, whoever else has joined Crystal, Ayi Bobo. If you would be so kind of give a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, that's still peace, ashe. But Crystal, what's one of your biggest problems? The glamour of it all, the illusions. What are you giving yourself the illusion of? From the reading, and before we even get into it, is already coming across that you're giving yourself the illusion that you're not worthy. You're giving yourself the illusion that you're not magical, you're not powerful, you're not potent, you're not able to create, you're not fertile. You know what I'm saying? For the Empress to come up in reverse, that's exactly what that means. You're so overwhelmed that you don't have the energy, so you think, so you feel, to do what needs to be done. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. That is an illusion. In my world, that is the illusion. Ashe, ashe. Oh, allowing others in. It's all of ours. I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that it's all of ours. We're very willing. We want connections and we want, love and camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? But before we can ever really get there, we definitely want to make sure that we're our number one fan. We love ourselves. We like ourselves. We appreciate ourselves. We're being gentle with ourselves. Everything that we're willing to give to others, we should be able to give to us first, because there are a lot of people who, and I used to be, a victim of this, and sometimes I'm still challenged on this, i.e. Bobo transparency, but there are a lot of people that feel as though that they can continue to pour into others. One or two things are going to happen. 1 or 2, 11, 11, let's be clear. 1 or 2 things are going to happen. Either Source, the divine, the universe, the laws, Orishas, they're going to pour back into us, or that person is going to pour back into us. But sometimes people get comfortable. If you're constantly pouring in and they have yet to pour anything into you, they may come under the illusion that they don't have to, because you're not requiring them to. Take that to your altar. Ashe, ashe. So, and then we feel fucked up inside. Let's just be honest and clear and grown about it. We feel fucked up inside. We feel as though that they don't love us, they don't care, they don't respect us, they're just using us. They're only doing what we're allowing them to do. Ashe. And yeah, on a certain level, it is fucked up, because if you're in my realm and you've said so many things and you portray so many things and I've opened up and I allowed you in, then yeah, that is, but that's not our cross to bear. We can only govern ourselves. So don't feel like the fool for being open and being willing to allow someone in. There's so many people on this planet that are not willing to let no one in, including themselves. They don't want to see themselves or others. Ashe. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to open yourself up and let someone in. And when they do hurt you, or they do manipulate, or they do use, or they cross all your boundaries, for one, that's not your cross to bear. You have a divine right to either accept it or reject it. If you don't like the way that you're being treated, you have a divine right to say, I don't like the way that I'm being treated. This is not what I thought it was. Accept your role in it. We're not taking 100%. Some people are like, know what? The fault is mine. Not all of it. Not all of it. What else do we have to go on but a person's word? What else do we have to go on? Initially, their actions. They're doing and saying all the right things. But it's an illusion. But this is why if you tap more so into spirit, stop focusing so much on other people, spend some time with them for yourself. You have to understand that you have grown so much, especially if you're rocking spiritually, especially if you're rocking with the ATRs or, any type of magical working, whatever it is that you do. But you have to know that you are not the same person that you used to be. And sometimes these people are placed in your life to remind you of that. We may not know that we've outgrown something unless it's been presented to us and we no longer rock. And we may not even be acknowledging that we used to rock with it then. All we know is we don't rock with it now. Be present. Be present. It's coming up for a reason. It's coming up so you can see you. And frequencies and vibrations, regardless, that shit don't change. Once you know a thing, you know a thing. Once you learned, you cannot unlearn. You can forget, but you cannot unlearn it. Beautifully said. Thank you so much, my sister. Yes, thank you. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening. People want to label this whole self-love, self-care. Dig deeper into these meanings, because my trip is everyone speaks of that, right? Self-love, self-care. That means putting you first. But then if you put you first, then you're selfish. See the conundrum? See the clusterfuck in this situation? So then we feel like, oh, well, let me balance this out. Let me shrink myself. Let me become a little smaller. Then how was that self-love? How was that self-care? Some of us are big. Some of us have big personalities. Some of us are just big in life. You know what I'm saying? We're full of life and we're full of wonder and we're full of magic and mysticism. We're just full. We don't have the right for self-love, self-care. We don't have the right to put ourselves first. We're supposed to just keep pouring into people and hoping and expecting to be taken care of on the back end. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Feel me? Feel me. Let's rock. Some people speak self-love, but don't really understand the meaning. And I'm always encouraging people to take a look at what things mean. Each word, I will break it down. What does self mean? What does love mean? What does care mean? You can look it up in a dictionary. You can ask 100,000 people, but you're going to have to come back and bring it back to you. What does it mean to you? What does it look like for you? This is about individuality. All these ones popping off. This is about individuality. You're an individual. What does it mean for you? Your meaning doesn't have to look like anyone else's. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you an individual. You understand? Stop trying to fit yourself into molds that you were not created for. Take that to your altar. Ashe, ayi bobo. Here's an 11 for you. Before the gathering, celebration, anticipation, and an event. You're being encouraged from source, from the divine, to be happy. There's plenty of things to be happy about. Yes, there are plenty of things to be sad and hurt and fucked up about as well. But there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. If you're really paying attention to life, things that we've been asking for are coming. We're manifesting. And I've been saying that since 2 years ago almost. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We ask for these things. Spend more time at home. Spend more time with our family. Spend more time. Spend more time. Spend more time. Now, We didn't get specific in regards to how we wanted these things to come through, but nonetheless, we spoke them into existence. Let that be a message that, be mindful of the things that you're asking for. 11 and 11 is like a wish portal, is open. The divine source, the universe, your ancestors is open. They definitely coming through with these messages, especially through dreams, music, movies, books. They coming through. Be a little bit more specific with yourself. You earned every stripe you've been given, every stripe you've gotten. You've earned that. You've earned it. Nobody gave you anything. Let's be clear. And don't have people giving you the illusion that they did, trying to get you to stay in your place. Baby, listen. Peace, is Cassie here. What's going on, Cassie? Yes, let's dig into it. So the source is asking you, be grateful. There's always something to be grateful for. Celebrate your small victories. There is an end game in regards to your big picture. Source is saying there's an accomplishment that is taking place here. You've already tackled something, but you're already off to the next. Did you stop? Did you acknowledge yourself? Did you acknowledge your hard work? Did you acknowledge your sleepless nights? Did you acknowledge your blood, sweat, and tears? Probably lit your way. Did you acknowledge? In the midst of taking, borrowing, stealing some time, implement that. Put that in. We have to start honoring ourselves. We honor our ancestors. We make sure they eat. We give them their ashes. We make sure that we're rocking their colors. We make sure that we're honoring their days. What about us? We're ancestors, orishas, lawas in the making. How would you like to be honored? Do you know? Jot that down. Aquarius energy is all about innovation, being a rebel, breaking molds, baby. We're not here to fit in them. We're here to break them, breaking molds and creating anew. There's room for you. Ashe, there's room for you. And if it ain't, baby, make room. Excuse me, I'm coming through. Excuse me, pardon me. Make a hole. Shout out to my veterans. Ashe, Ashe, Ayi Bobo, Navy vet, Ashe. And that's what we used to say. Make a hole. Coming through. And don't feel bad about it. Please, excuse me, pardon me, please, excuse me. No. You're bold. And you're brave. And you're strong. And then this energy that's popping off and has been popping off for a minute, not saying you're going to have to rob, steal, and kill. Not saying that. But what I am saying is make room. Internally and externally. Make room. Take up some space. Ashe? Ashe. I'm new to YouTube. And every time that I go on YouTube, I get the butterflies, I get the jitters. I tell myself, oh no, chick, oh no. You have no viewers, you have no watchers, and you have this and you don't have that. And you know what? Spirit is like, enough. Hit that start button. Hit that start button. I'm taking up space. I'm making room. I'm not here to, listen, that spirit coming through right now. I'm not here to weigh myself against anyone or anything. I'm not in competition with anyone or anything. I'm always willing to give gratitude for the ones that have come before me, to the ones that are here, to the ones that have paved the way. Always. But I'm not going to be so meek and so humble that I'm just not going to show up. I'm not going to take up space. I'm not going to go after what's mine because of people who've already been here. No. Newness, new beginnings, fresh energy, getting over your fears. This is a fear of mine. Putting myself out amongst the masses, definitely a fear. But this is that energy that we're in. Like I said, I've been trying to do this since yesterday. And just the mere thought gave me a headache. To the point where I just really had to go lay the fuck down. I was like, you know what? tomorrow. And I thought about it again. And then I had to really tap in the spirit. It was a sabotage. I was sabotaging myself. I really have an issue with coming on YouTube. Had I not did it today, who knows what took place tomorrow? I can be proud of myself today. I gave myself rest yesterday, and I can be proud of myself today for still being tenacious, resilient, going against my ego, my lower self, whatever the block is, still pushing through. That's the energy that's taking place right now. Ashe, ashe. Let that be a message. Create some space for yourself. Keep your boundaries in check. No one is saying just let people just come on through and run them up. No one's saying that. But you don't know who you're going to meet on this leg of the journey. All of this energy is coming through, all of this newness. It could be someone new coming into your life. And if you're saying no new friends, you could be missing out on an opportunity. Conquering your own self, sis. I love it. Ayi Bobo. Yes. Yes. Sometimes we're in a war with ourselves. Most of the time, because everybody else, like this 11 come through. Most of the time, people are reflection. I've always been told, since I can remember, if you don't like something in someone else, it's because you don't like that in you. And we rather deflect as opposed to, I guess, introspect. You know what I'm saying? So I've been working on that. I'm like, I don't like her. And then I hear one of my elders, who are now my ancestors, come on through. Well, you don't like something within yourself. I was raised to, if you want to make it about you, make it all about you. The good, bad, the ugly, and the what the fucks. Ashe. And this is what I share with you guys. Because some people, I learn from y'all, and y'all hopefully are learning from me. We've all have certain similar foundations, but the upbringing could have been different. Maybe someone didn't have a high priestess or an elder that was like, higher up on the chain to instill these words or pearls of wisdom. Or maybe you have something that I wasn't given. Don't be so quick and so jaded to just be a part of the cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody getting canceled. I can only rely and depend on me. Take that to your altar. But nonetheless, Source is saying that there's room to celebrate and there's more to come. Some of us are going to be faced with new information, new wisdom, and we're going to fly and we're going to soar. It's just going to take some time. Greatness takes time. Let's be clear. Not trying to name drop, but one of the most influential people that inspired me, Tabitha Brown, I didn't know she had 20 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? I just saw her within the last couple of years. I just thought she just hit the scene. And then when you hear her story, she tells you it's been 20 plus years that she's been trying to break ground. And if you listen to a lot of other famous or influential people, it really never really happens overnight. It just looks that way. An illusion. Ashe. Ashe. Come through, Aunt Nancy. And when I say Aunt Nancy, I mean Anansi. Ashe, the spider. Ayi Bobo. Spider energy has definitely been around. Oh, we got butterfly spirit. What else do we have coming through? Transformation is beautiful. That card has come out before, recently. You have to see the beauty in it. You're stronger than what you're giving yourself credit for. You probably have done so many little things that is adding up to your big goals and your big dreams that you're not even aware because you're so focused on a big goal and a big dream. You're so ahead in the future. Some of us are too far in the future and some of us are just stuck in the past. Okay, Spirit said, get your ass on the present. Get to the present. Get to the present because the present is where the present is. If that makes sense. The present is where your gift is, if that makes sense. But the spider energy has come through. In my circle, it has definitely come through at least 3 times. The first one, what was that? We were watching a show. No, We were playing Wheel of Fortune with friends, and the message was the Itsy Bitsy Spider. And I hadn't sung the Itsy Bitsy Spider since my baby was a baby. And my baby ain't no baby no more. Ashe, ashe. And when I said it out loud, because my husband was like, oh, that must have been your jam. And it was. As a kid, I used to love the Itsy Bitsy Spider. But as an adult, to sing it out loud, listen to the words. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. Resilience, tenacious, not giving up. It poured and it washed and wiped the spider completely out. I have a huge ass spider. I call my house the spider house. And we have Untitled. This spider is big to the point my husband's like, that spider got to go. And I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Leave Untitled alone, you know? And it's getting cold here. And the wind is getting really windy and balmy. And it makes this huge spider web. And the wind will come and knock it out. And I've been like, the first time I saw it, I was like, and I got pictures, took pictures of it because it was big. And it's like, it wasn't there one day and it just got there the next day or later that day. When we left from work is what I'm trying to say. Use your words. When I left for work, it was not there. When I got home from work, it was fucking huge. The wind came through, blew it away. And I was like, when I rose the next rising, it was right on back. No matter how many times the wind destroyed Anansi's web, Anansi recreated the daggone web. And it's so elaborate and it's so intricate. Let that energy come on through. Ashe, ashe. Be the spider. Me too. I have a fear of spiders, but for some reason they have come in abundance this year to my home. Crystal, I would take a look into the energy of the spider. And like I'm saying, the spider does inspire us to not give up, to have some patience. The things that we're working on, remember, is a lot of layers. And let that be the message that is really coming through. There's a lot of layers to this. If you didn't catch the beginning of this live, check it out, if you will. But there are a lot of components. There are a lot of things at play internally. Like we have so many layers to us, just us as people. Having this human experience, the aliens, the aborigines, the Moors, however you want to call yourself, however it is you rock, there are a lot of layers. There are a lot of components. And it's our job to try to find some balance. All these components is chaos. You definitely want to try to find some balance. You definitely want to have some patience. Take your time. Just keep moving forward. If you get knocked down, get the fuck back up and do it again. If you fail, learn from it and do it again. Each time you're guaranteed to get better. Each and every time. No one becomes a master without some learning, training, implementation test. Said your commitment is about to be tested. Okay. Rocking with nature. These things are not by chance or coincidences. 5 year, remember? Like I said, many layers. You got 5 year. This is, a challenging time according to the moon phase. You got 2 fixed signs. You got another fixed sign on the way with Taurus being in the full moon energy. There's going to be a lunar eclipse and all around. It is so many layers. On top of layers, on top of layers, on top of layers. And all we're trying to do is just get through it all. Get to the top. Get to our goal. Get to our accomplishments so we can be happy and be successful. But if we just keep giving up on ourselves, that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. If we keep believing the naysayers, it's not going to happen. Use that energy as fuel. Because the only reason that it feels fucked up inside is that something inside of us agrees. And people are like, you ain't going to never be successful. And you can hear it from some of the most important people in your life, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your husband, your wife, your spouse, your kin, your twin flame, and twin flame energy is coming through. I'm not here to get into all of that. But baby, that energy too is coming through because I know so many people have so many, thoughts and ideas and versions and visions of twin flames. Twin flames is not just about being in romantic relationships. You could be a twin flame to your mama. You understand? It's when the spirit recognizes and they are joining forces and they're coming together in regards to some destiny type shit. Twin flames. This is why twin flames don't always last forever. Flames do burn out. Take that to your altar. Ashe, ashe. You got the fox spirit. Think on your feet. And this is a 27 and this is a 9. Oh, way to come through, Fox. And let me remind you that today is 9/11. Understand? Two potent, powerful numbers. If you add up the whole date of today, it breaks down into a 9. There's a lot of power here. There are a lot of things that are wrapping up. There are a lot of things that are needing to be left so you can move forward. You better teach, sis. Bo. Thank you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I hope you're a girl. I do apologize if not. Ashe, Bo. I'm just used to, women, feminine energy rocking with the kid. Ashe, so I don't mean no harm or disrespect. Bo. Let's be clear. But 27, Fox energy. And a lot of times, Fox, coyotes are considered trickster energies, trickster spirits, thinking on your feet. There, like I said, there will be some challenges because you're going to be tested. You need to show yourself, not anyone else, just you. How serious and important is this goal, this dream, this leg of the journey, what it means to you? Some of us, most of us are coming out of our cocoons. We're awakening. We're realizing who we are and what we're about. We're understanding our purpose. We may not have it all figured out as of yet because some things are still in the shadows. Nonetheless, we're no longer falling for the same illusions. Again, when you know a thing, you know a thing. And once you learn the energy and the vibration of something, even if it transfers, transforms, goes into something else, that shit don't change. That don't change. And a lot of times we don't ever want to rock the boat. And we decide to go against our gut. Don't put yourself in harm's way. I just saw so many things pop off in my head. I ain't going to speak on none of that, because I'm trying to dying. I want to get the message off that this is in regards to higher vibration, but you cannot disregard the undercurrents. You understand? You cannot just stay focused on the beautiful, positive thoughts of life. And this is why people feel as though they got sideswiped or, I did my manifestation right. I did the incantation right. I gave the offerings. I followed all of the rules. You didn't factor life in. Swan spirit, time for the deep dive. And that comes out to be a six energy. So this is in regards to, your psychic abilities, the magic of it all. Some of us are staying on the surface. Nothing is going to get done if you're staying on the surface. And you're thinking, oh, okay, got it. You're thinking that if you stay on the surface, you don't have to dive deep in any of the issues, problems, or hurt, pain past that you're not trying to deal with. You're just going to stay down there with Olukuna at the bottom of the ocean. Baby, listen, that shit's coming up. That shit's coming up. These things would not be presented in your life if you were not able to handle them. Oh, okay, listen, I'm going to have to remember that. It's Cassie. I got you, sis. But when I just saw when my cards speak, sidetrack, you know your sister. Don't play them games with me. Stop laughing. But just remember, things are coming to you. What was the purpose of you going through your cocoon? What was the purpose of you having the transformation? Y'all know, let me pull this up a little bit. Sis, I've had this YouTube page since forever, yet never used it for the purpose I created it for. So that ain't my fault. Bo. Let that be a message then, Cassie. It's time. A lot of old things are coming up for a reason. You had a beautiful, brilliant idea back then. That's spirit if you see her, you know. And we just, for whatever the reason, it's coming back up now. It's time to use it now. We still have work to do, even with this 9 energy, and 9 in numerology means the cycle of completion. One thing ends so another thing can begin. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And right now we're in the waxing phase of things. You're being paid things. Okay. Bird's eye view. And when we say a bird's eye view, we always say it in such a, like, it's a small view. The birds are up in the sky, baby. They got the best view. Bird's eye view. See the bigger picture. Dive deep. Commit to yourself. Whatever it is you're afraid of, it's time to acknowledge it. It's time to come up with a plan to defeat it. It's time to come up with a plan to remove it, slay it, go through it. Ashe, ashe. Predator or the prey, predator or the prey, predator or the prey. Are you the predator or are you the prey? If you're a predator, don't think you're the biggest, baddest thing out here. If you're a prey, don't think that you're weak. Preys are very observant. They stay on guard. Sometimes a predator, they will slip and lose their guard. You understand what I'm saying? But be honest with yourself. And just because you were the prey today don't mean you're going to be the predator tomorrow, you know, or you won't be the predator tomorrow. Or if you was a predator today, don't mean that you'll turn into the predator tomorrow. You can honestly be the prey. Know who you are so you know how to plan accordingly. I was this year old when I found out that the fox is actually prey. And my world of fox is always the predator. If I see a motherfucking fox coming towards me, check, please. Listen. And let that be a 9. Come on through. Swan energy. So this could be in regards to swans mate for life. And they're graceful. You know, move with grace. Take a look around. They don't have these long, elegant necks for nothing. Oh, okay. Take a look. See what's going on. If you're in a new relationship and you're not sure if you want to commit, anything else, you're stringing this person along, and that's not fair. You're holding yourself back from a potential beautiful thing, and that's not fair to you, and that's not fair to them. If you don't feel good about it, let it be known. Don't just go with the flow so we don't rock the boat. It's going to be worse down the road. If we're trying to break generational curses and we're trying to, you know, live our most authentic self, that means being true to you. If it's not working, it's not working. If it is working, don't self-sabotage. Give it some time. Go on, honey. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance on you. Take a chance on life. Take a chance. Roll them. Take a chance. But whatever you do, it starts with a decision. Whatever you do, it starts with a decision. Ashe. Moon energy. This is imagination, air. Coming to America, I love it. Yes. See, that's a crossroads. North, south, east, west. It's a crossroad. Where you're going. You want to stay focused. It said, hold your vision. Fixed moon. That's tonight's moon. Fixed moon is in Aquarius. Hold your vision. Aquarius is an air sign. No matter which way the wind blows, you want to stay the course. You want to stay the course. And this is Amethyst. I named this deck Amethyst. This is the witch oracle, but her name is Amethyst. You know, imagination. Don't let your imagination blow you all over the place. Sometimes Okay, message. Sometimes we're so busy Rubik's cubing the possibilities of things that we never come to a conclusion. We're still just the possibilities are endless. Okay, the possibilities are endless. You can spend the rest of your life with possibilities. It's in the word itself. It's possible. Anything is possible. How are you going to try to make something concrete out of possibilities? Stop stalling yourself out. Make a decision. Whatever decision you make is going to be the right decision for you at this time. At this time. So if you feel as though that you're in a rock and a hard place, or you're in a win-win situation and you're still feeling the pressure, let this portal come through to tell you that no matter which way you go, it's going to work out for you at this time. Whether it's a learning curve or headed in the right direction. Sometimes you got to bust that left turn at Albuquerque, come through Bugs Bunny to actually get the lesson, to actually get what you need. Sometimes you need to make a pit stop. Sometimes if you just let spirit lead and you feel as though you want to go this way and spirit is like, no, this is where it's at. And if you rock with spirit while still being not so sure, it's fine. As long as you're still rocking with spirit and as long as you're still letting spirit lead, it's fine. But don't let doubt get the best of you. Don't let questions get the best of you. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep going. Keep going. Ashe. And then some of us, we need to use our imagination. Some of us forgot what it was like to be a kid when everything was possible. And we want to use the word possibilities. Everything was possible. I could climb that tree. You can't even touch the stump of the tree, but you can get to the top. You know what I'm saying? You can fly. You believed in so much. And nowadays, we don't believe in shit. Tap into the childlike energy in you. Oh, and I just heard some of us, the child in us is waiting on us. They're waiting. They're waiting on us. 28. Knowing, divination, converse, energy, and free will. Some of us, we've done so many readings and we've pulled so many cards for ourselves. We already know, yet we need one more again. That's a stall out. That's a stall out. You didn't like what you saw in your reading. You didn't like what you saw in your scrying. You didn't like what you saw the way the pendulum moved, and you just need to do it one more again. That's a stall out. Some people know that the energy is saying one thing, but free will is a whole nother. Some of us are just refusing to accept what is because of the illusion of what was or the possibilities of what it could be. Be present. It is what it is. And that goes for you. That's going to be a lot of challenge. That's going to be a lot of people's challenge. Acceptance. Acceptance of you. Acceptance of the situation. Accepting that you've grown. Accepting that you've outgrown people, places, and things. That's going to be the biggest challenge. Ashe. Ashe. Let's take a look into some of this water energy. What is Olukun? Mama Wata, give me ya. Oya, Oshun, Oba, come through. Dambala and Aida. Ashe. Oh, the ancients are showing up. The ancients, ancient wisdom showing up. And then let's be clear, no matter how confused you are, the Empress is every queen. She's a queen of air, earth, water, and fire. She's very well-rounded. You're very well-rounded. You have so much knowledge, and yet you think so little of yourself. That's it. That right there. You want to let something go? Let that go. Replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with the new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. We saw this starfish Let this be confirmation and a reminder. Work out your issues. Work out your confusion. Trust yourself. That's when it's going to take off. Some of us are regenerating. Some of us are actually healing. Some of us are addicted to healing. Some of us are creating issues that we've already healed from. Some of us are creating issues that not every one of us has so much to heal from. Take that to your altar. But me personally, I rocks like that. Some of us don't have much to heal from, but it seems like the whole world is on healing. So I got to create something to heal from. What can I heal from? So we'll create some trauma. We'll create some drama so we can heal. Replacing what was lost. Some of us need to understand that it was lost so something more, something better, something new can come through. Okay, so for some people are definitely having an issue with going deep. Some of us are definitely having an issue with going deep. And this is another 10. And it says, look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth, D-E-P-T-H, into your world. Some of us are content with the illusions. Some of us are allowing surface shit to distract us because there's something inside of us that don't want to even take a chance on ourselves. You definitely are worth the risk. You're worth it. Every part of it. Every part of you, every part of it. You're worth it. You're worth it. And that's another 10. So that's that masculine and feminine energy coming together. That's you being a leader with the possibilities of birthing something. Something new is itching and dying and yearning to come through for you. And your challenge is figuring out why don't you want it, figuring out what the block is, figuring out what the holdup is, what's the stall out. Because secretly you want it, and this is what your God knows. This is what your spirit knows. This is what your heart knows. So it's still working on it in your behalf. But then you feel as though if you don't get it or it hasn't come yet, then you're not worthy. Takes time. It takes time. This instant gratification that we're rocking with, it's a setup. That's the illusion. Renewal of peace. 13 feminine energy comes out to be a 4. Stability here. Oh, and when I was talking about your kid-like wonder or remembering you as a kid, look at that. Renewal of peace. Some of us have gone through so much, especially within these last couple of years, that is almost foreign. We're starting to forget what peace means to us, what it looks like for us. What does it look like for you? Tug and pull. Some people, I believe, want depth, but are afraid of what they may find. So we settle for what's available on the surface. Yes, but guess what? Oh, that's so true. Give me a minute to take that in. Spirit was like, not so fast, Robin, take that in. Spirit said to focus on the words that you're using. Words like settle, afraid. That's that whole part of failing without even giving ourselves the opportunity to succeed. You rather settle for the known, even if it's bad, even if it's not good for you, even if it means no good to you, for you, because of you. It's ciphering your energy. You rather deal with that. Not you per se, Crystal, because you made it broad. So I'm making it broad. I don't want you to think what you think, but I don't want you to think that that's what I'm thinking. I.e. boo-boo. That you don't want to see what's behind door number 1. Can it be with this portal? It's not going to be any worse. Let's be clear. With this energy, not just this portal, but with this energy, it's not going to be any worse. Because we're alchemists, we're magicians, we're empress and high priestess, we're warriors, we're survivors. You understand? I'd rather see what's behind door number one. I know what this funky ass shit is, and I don't want it. So if I don't get no prize, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. If I gotta lose this and I don't gain nothing, I'm fine with that, because you know what that's gonna create? Some peace. Some peace. And don't let people take that to your altar. Let me not say that so strongly. Don't let people talk you out of that. Remember, some people are put on this earth to do exactly what they're doing. To use, manipulate, confuse. So of course they're gonna have their best interests at heart. They're honing in on self-love and self-care. Huh? They're honing in on that shit, hoping that you don't hone in on it too. They're using you against you. And I tell people all the time, you ain't gonna use me against me. That's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna use me against me. Don't let people use you against you. This is why you have to own everything that you've been through in life. Own it. You're good, you're bad, you're ugly, and you're what the fucks. Make peace. Ooh, renewal of peace. Make peace with your past so you can move on to your present, so you can see what's coming to you in the future. You got beauty all around you. There's a squirrel here. Oh, let that be a message. I had a dream last night about a snake eating a squirrel. That's a whole different story for another day. You got the frog here, amphibian energy. You got a harvester here. You have some type of bird. It could be like a cardinal or a blue jay come through ancestors. You got a porcupine. So that's all about protection. You got a mouse paying attention to the small details. Ashe. You got a snail taking your time. Slow and steady wins the race. Snails are also healing. Come through, Obatala. Yes. Way to be there. Way to be there. Way to be there. Huh. So when I say this is in regards to the higher up, the ancients, and you just see this little snail just right on by with the rest of them. Snails in many cultures, especially ours, are healing. They bring down fevers. You know, their secretion is cooling agents. So some people may be so fucking hot. You may be so annoyed. People get on your last fucking nerves. Sensima, who got the keys to the beamer? Calm down. Take a minute. Breathe. Don't let people play with your fire. Don't just go every way the wind blows. Don't get distracted. Remember, Source, your divine, is asking you, encouraging you with this portal. Allow yourself to awaken to the new. Allow. Surrender to spirit. And some people don't like that word surrender because it feels weak. Oh, I'm surrendering, I'm giving up. To spirit. To spirit, God damn it. To spirit. Ashe. Ashe. Yes. Let's take a few more cards. Okay. Clarity. That is way too much. Clarify. Take a look into the tarot. Okay. Ooh. And here it is. We have the 5 of Swords. And I love, this is one of my favorite cards out this deck. I said this wasn't for kids, so this ain't for kids. Because when I see this shit, I be like, this bitch crazy. And oh, crazy like a motherfucking fox. Yes, come through. And I said 5-year conflicts, confusion, challenges. All they are is harder possibilities. Ashe. So yeah, some people may have been coming down or coming for you. But some people may have also been coming to help you too. And if you don't know friend from foe, there's your root work. There's your shadow work. You understand? But with the energy of this card, they was coming to do some damage. And you see what she doing. And you know what they did. They ain't want no parts. They don't want no smoke. They don't want none. They don't want none. But just make sure it's justified. Make sure it's just. Make sure it's just. And you showing people, yeah, you crazy, but you ain't stupid. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Be willing to fight for you. Be willing to go against everybody and everything for you. You will find your tribe, even if it's just you and your spirit. That's your tribe, then that's your vibe. Ashe, Ashe. Time to come up out that motherfucking comfort zone. Yes, for all of us. Let me testify. I already did. Ashe, Ashe. Ooh, yes. Oh, it's a lot of words and swords energy popping off here. Because then you have the Son of Swords. Take charge. Remember those ones? Leadership. And coming out the comfort zone, some of us are leaders and we don't want to be. We have some people looking up to us and they be like, why are you looking up to me? I don't know shit. I'm still trying to get my shit together too. Yeah. But apparently you have what they need. Ashe, Ashe. And then you also have the Five of Wands. Also have the Five of Wands. And the shadow card, was that through this? Nope. It was the Five of Wands in the other deck. The shadow card to the Light Seer was also the Five of Wands. So yeah, that goes hand in hand in regards to what I was saying here. Are you cutting off people that are here to help you? Maybe giving you a little friendly competition? Or are they really blocking your motherfucking path? This is why you're being encouraged to rock with your gut, rock with your intuition. This portal is all about guts and intuition. Scorpio energy, if y'all, that's my cat. Cats. That's Spirit and Marie. If you see them going through the mirror or you see them just walking around, they're my girls. They are girls. But yeah, this is a message coming through that it's time to take charge. It's time to take some form of action. Come through, Divine. I'm trying to tell you, that's me. Just let me play in the background. Listen, it's time. It's time. Oh, and then you have the Goddess of Cups. Your cup is full and runneth over. You've come to a consensus. You have a good understanding of your feelings, of your thoughts, of your emotions. You're no longer willing to allow people to play with you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're ready to take control of your own life. Yes, you may not have it all figured the fuck out, but you're a willing participant. That's all that the divine, your ancestors, however it is you rock, that's all they need is for you to be present and implement. Put in the work. Put in the work. Stop just allowing life to go by. Put in the work. Say what you mean and mean what you say, especially to your damn self. Especially to your damn self. A lot of changes are taking place and a lot of changes have already happened. And you may not like the way that things are changing. Find a way to embrace meaningful change. Because it's beauty in it. There's beautiful things popping off in your life right now, and you can't see it from all of the hurt, pain, and confusion, and anxiety, and the doubt, and the insecurities, and the anger, and the rage, and the setups, and you can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it. Do you want to see it? That is the question. Do you want to see these people who are giving you the illusions that they really are down for you? They really have your best interests at heart. Can you feel the difference? Do you know the difference? This is why you should be rocking with your spirit. This is why you should be rocking with your goddamn self. Always, first and foremost. Don't nobody know you better than you. Nobody. Nobody. Not even your mama. Because we keep secrets. Everybody keeps secrets. We will project and portray one thing for this person and project and portray one thing for that person. These two people get together, you would swear they was talking about two totally different people. Listen, nobody knows you better than you. You just may not like the things that you see or the things that you know, but that's what gives people to play. They know you ain't willing to dive deep. They know you ain't gonna go, you're not gonna go but so far. So they'll go deep and they'll go down and they'll go get your hurt and use that shit against you. I told you that in confidence. Well, if you're sharing shit, you should have dealt with it. So they can't use it against you. I wasn't expecting the turn to go here. But like I said, challenges. Some of us are being challenged to know friend from foe right now. Some people have people in their camp who's not down for them. And some people have people in their camp that are 100% down for them. And you treat them like foe. That's not good. That's bad juju. You're pushing people away. And all they're trying to do is rock with the kid. All they're trying to do is rock with you. Perception. When you look at a card like this, are they banding up together or are they blocking the path? See? Illusions. A lot of people are being challenged with illusions right now. Some people want to keep the blinders on. Some people don't want to see. They don't want to see. Like Crystal said, they rather settle than explore, experience, be shown, told, feel the truth. And then you wonder why things aren't working out for your greatest and your highest good. I.e. boo-boo. So I pulled some angel cards purposely on a hunt. I went through because I definitely wanted to get these messages out. So let's start with the 1111. 1111. It says, I am awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed. See? Are they friend or are they foe? The divine is bringing people to help you. Bringing people and experiences to help you on your path to succeed and helping you wake up to who you truly are. I am awakening. So if the universe is arranging or aligning people to you, like I said, no new friends. That may be the wrong song at this time. Ashe, I am awakening. And you are awakening. You're awakening to who you truly are. And a lot of it is who we've always been. We're just coming full circle. I.e. Bobo. I.e. Bobo. Then 11 says, you have keen awareness of what is happening around you. No matter how love and light everyone is portraying this 1111 portal to be, is coming through with no punches. Let's be clear. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift. You have a strong intuition, and that's your gift. And it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. That's your energy and vibrations, boo. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. You are intuitive. Stop relying so heavily on others. Like I say from Rip, why are so many others placed here and we're placed down here? Why? Challenge. Ashe. And then the one itself says, you are a self-starter with a very innovative way of creating opportunities. You create opportunities. You also block opportunities. It's the yin and the yang. It's the balance. Tip your scales in your favor. Put in the work. Your determination and abundance are powerful. Nope. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I am innovative. It is time. That's the Aquarius energy coming through. Innovative. You have what you need to get you through. Use it. And then the 111, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life You love. I am creative. That's what all these ones mean. You're intuitive. You're creative. You're innovative. If you don't like the life that you have, you change that shit, baby. You change that shit. That's coming from your shadow weaver, baby. Then you have 5, because it is a 5-year. Ashe. And the challenges, people do rock with that. And I look at them as harder opportunities. Ashe. 5, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. Be the chameleon, baby. Be the chameleon. Adjust. Life is going to always throw us curveballs. Something is going to always, throw a wrench in our shit. How you adjust and how you move and how you, keep going. You're already successful. If you're already doing that, you're already successful. So anything else after that is going to be the abundance. Figure out what abundance means. And for some of us, let's be clear, what you throw out is what the fuck is coming back to thee abundantly. So let's be clear. If you fucking people over, you dicking people around, and you looking for abundance, you too gonna get it. Exactly what the fuck you threw out. Yes, i.e. Bobo. Then we have 9, because if you add up today's date, it does come out to be a 9. It is your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Side note, make sure you are speaking up and taking up for yourself first, i.e. Bobo, i.e. Bobo. Or if you're willing to do it for them, you damn sure better be doing it for you. Ashe. Ashe. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. I am compassionate. And while we're being so compassionate to the world and so sympathetic and so understanding to the world, baby, give yourself that same treatment. Ashe. Ashe. You deserve that too. You deserve some kindness, some compassion, some understanding, especially when we mess up, or especially when we make a mistake, or especially when we backslide, or especially when we fail. Stop looking for others to build you up. They didn't have anything to do with your foundation. Why are you letting them get involved? Ashe, ashe. Definitely me. I rocks with you, Crystal. Tonight's message definitely showed me the universe is trying to get my attention. Let me start listening. Yes! It's an awakening. The portals are open. Look at the sequence. We just had a 9-9 portal. We just had a 10-10 portal. We're now at the 11-11 portal. We just had, and the 8-8 portal with the intuition of the Lionsgate portal. Ashe, ashe. We just had a full moon cycle that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of layers to this. There are a lot of layers. That's why some of us need to dive deep. And some of us need to hit our challenges, our fears. We need to take them head on. We already survived whatever it is that we're still afraid of. We've already, survived any of the trauma that we've been through as children, young adults, as adults. Even if that shit happened yesterday, you're still here. You survived it today. You're a survivor. Start seeing yourself clearly. Stop allowing others to define you. Stop allowing you to stand in your own way, trying to fit into boxes that you were never created to be in. If you were once meek and mild, I just saw this. If you were once meek and mild and now you're coming into your fire, your spirit, you've aligned yourself to your spirit, and now you're starting to grow and you're starting to fill out and you're starting to feel your wings and you're ready to go on and fly. Some people don't like that. Do it anyway. Because they're afraid you're going to leave them. Well, they too can go into a cocoon and sprout some motherfucking wings and join you. Don't clip yours. Don't clip your wings. Because trust and believe, once they get theirs, they flying. And you're going to be stuck on the ground. You think they're going to carry you? Ask yourself these questions. Ashe, ashe. 22, because of the 11, 2, and then the 11, 2, 22, which is a master number. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything that you wish. And today is a wish. Today is a wish day. 11:11. Make a wish. Or it's an 11th hour. You need to make a decision. That was the whole gist. Make a wish or make a decision. If you're just getting started, make a wish. If you've been in the thick of it for a minute, make a decision. But whatever you do, get in alignment, because the universe is already saying you are aligned. What are you aligning yourself to? I hope it's you. I hope it's you. Anyone that has really been working it can tell you sometimes this spiritual path, this enlightenment path, this path, it can feel and be a little bit lonely, can be a little isolating. You must remember you are never alone. Never. Because at the end of the day, you got your goddamn self. And if you feel as though you don't, you feel as though you can't trust yourself, you don't rock with yourself, you don't believe in yourself because of all of the decisions that you made. Yeah, some people made a play the part, but at the end of the day, can't nobody make you do anything that you don't want to do. We all got choices. May not have a lot of them, but we all got, may not have a lot of options, but we always got a choice. Always. Don't ever forget that. Always. Even in life and death. Always. Always have a choice. Ashe. Were there any other message? Oh, and then 4. Oh, my pop agrees. Yes. Come through, ancestors. Pay attention to your dreams. I know I can't be the only one that been having some very vivid, wild, out your ass dreams. Pay attention, though. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. And this is what 11:11 does. It equals up to a 4. And it's going to bring some stability, some enlightenment, some clarity, and some rationality. Because 4 is grounding energy, earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Grounding energy. Why did I just see that? What was that? I'm a rock. You are the rock, and you are your focus. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance makes for a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. You are stable. So you may feel as though that you're all over the fucking place, but someone may look at you and see their life and see that the stability and the stableness in you, and they want you to help them cultivate that. Some of us are leaders and we don't want to be. But nonetheless, if you're feeling unstable, if that's your challenge, you need to remind yourself that you are stable. If we keep thinking and saying negative things about us, we eventually create that. We are the co-creators of our life. Take that to your altar, but I rocks with that. And even rocks have frequencies. Remember that. And then at the end of it all, 12, because it's 3, i.e. Bobo, messages, Ashe. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am a visionary. Don't ever stop speaking your gift. Don't ever stop sharing your thoughts, your goals, and your dreams. You may come across as a kook, a weirdo, a dreamer. Somebody once told me that I was a dreamer, and that wasn't good because reality is where it's at. And like I told them, if you won't never dream, then you'll never have anything in reality. So what you saying? Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to say the things that you really want out loud so the universe can get a clear picture and be specific, not Pacific. You may need to go to the Pacific to be specific. Well, we ain't talking about no ocean here. We're talking about being clear. You want clarity, then be clear. Say it. Ask for what you want, but then put in the work. Meet it halfway. Ashe, ashe. We bend, we don't break. With all this fixed energy, do not be so stubborn that you're cutting off your own nose to spite your face, to prove yourself right that you cannot have everything that you want. You did that. Peep that wordplay. Ashe, ashe. Woo, I felt that right there. Stop trying to fix it. Oh, stop trying to fit in boxes you weren't meant to fit in. Ouch, ouch. Sorry, not sorry. And I hope that was helpful. Take what you need and leave the rest. Replay this. You know what I'm saying? And check it out somewhere down the line. If it don't make sense to you now, take this to your altar, but mark my words, it will. It will. May no ill thought words, curses, sexes, spells, negative energy, low vibration cross you, your auric, your auric, or your aortic field. We're going to take what we need and we're going to leave the rest. A good thing to do tonight would be to write down the things that you want. Write down the things that you need to let go of. Write down your fears. Give yourself 108 mantra. I am ... whatever it is. Ashe, ashe. Put it under your pillow with a little lavender, you know, little chamomile, little frankincense, little myrrh. Have it as you rock. Make sure that you're protecting yourself, because for those that rock with the veils going up and down, there's always a shadowy period. So yeah, the veil might have been down during, the 30th, the 31st, 1st, 2nd, the 3rd, and all the rest of that good stuff. There's still some shadowy times before that veil goes back up. For those that rock with amethyst and clover, we understand the thing. This is Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius. There is no veil. The veil is gone. And you must be able to see, hear, and feel the energies and the vibrations that are coming through, because not everything is moonbeams and rainbows and leprechauns, baby. Okay? Life is about balance. It just is. And don't be so vengeful and spiteful thinking you got to get someone back. This 1111 portal is coming through to let you know to stay focused on what the fuck you got going on. Don't take a second out your day for some revenge, or putting people in jars, or taking a person's free will. You will pay for that. What you throw out is coming back to thee. It always does. And ain't nobody talking about being no sucker either. Have your boundaries in check. Keep yourself protected. Stay suited and booted. This is all surprising energy, Aquarius and Scorpio. So be prepared for whatever. The good, the bad, the ugly, the magical, and the what the fucks. Just be prepared. Leave room is what I'm saying. You can never fully be prepared for anything. But just leave some room. Don't be so rigid, especially with yourself. Yes, love. I'm not sure, but I'm on my way down. Yes, sir. I'm coming. I'm coming. The king said it's time to eat, so I gotta go. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, and if anyone is trying to do anything to any harm, ill will, negative energy, you want to send that back to send a 9 by 9 by 9. That 725 come through my grandma Ree. Ashe, ashe. Call on your ancestors. Pour out the libations. Give them gratitude. Celebrate that you still made it, regardless of what your day looks like. Baby, we here. We made it. Honor them. Honor yourself. Break bread. Don't just serve them, serve you too. You understand? Let the message be, since you're an ancestor in the making, you're a Orisha, a Lawal for some of us in the making. How does one honor you? Let that be a new thing for you. Ashe, ashe. Definitely needed this message tonight. Thank you so much. Light and love. Thank you so much. Love, light, peace, dopeness, and righteousness. Be bold, be brave, but don't take no shit. Ashe, ashe. Peace. I said peace. Peace. Jeez Louise. I'm coming. I'm coming back.